All right, this is my 64 Ford F100 project. Actually, it's a F250. And the way you see it is pretty much the way I got it. It's very rough. It is sitting on a 03 Crown Vic chassis. It does run, it will move. But it needs everything. And they just hacked that instead of cutting it right, trying to make things match up. So I'll be cutting away all the junk and trying to fix it right. Or right for me anyway. It's got air ride on the back. That's why it sits pretty low, and it's the doghouse is mounted on the front, but the back needs a lot of attention. I'm not going to keep that like that. I'm going to recreate the back of that cab to match up the floor and put in some better mounts at the bottom there, because those won't work. I'll put lower fenders on it. It's a step side bed, so I'm gonna have to cut down the step side bed and make it a short bed because it was a long bed. It runs really well. It needs a lot of metal work. I had a 62 for a lot of years when I was younger. This is a 64, and I really like 61 through 66. It's got the 4.6 V8. I had one of these in a Lincoln one time. It was very reliable, very good car. I don't know what I'm gonna do about wheels. I'd like to find some sort of steel wheel that looks decent, or some sort of maybe a Traeger torque thrust 2 looking wheel with 0 offset would be pretty good. I'm gonna cut all these mufflers off. That thing there weighs about as much as a Volkswagen. I'm gonna cut both of them off, replace it with just pipe. And then they got a muffler back there. I'm gonna cut that out too. I don't know if I'm going to keep the stock column or not as far as wiring and the key switch and all that goes. It might be simpler. I've seen a couple of videos about people doing these, and I kind of like the way it looks a little bit sometimes. I'm going to get all the factory heat and AC stuff off of another Crown Vic. If anybody knows where one's at, I'd be interested in it, because somebody gutted this one. I don't know, maybe might be too much of a pain to put that all back in there, but I really would like to have heat and AC. That would be pretty cool in an old car, truck.